to come back from there with how well OpTic are playing.
We talked a lot about how we'd love to see a Grand Finals reset here. I think we all got pretty excited about the idea, but OpTic Gaming has a very different idea for the evening. Now just 2 games away from closing out your Grand Finals. Here we go, King of the Hill on Streets.
And this man right here, he's my Grand Finals MVP right now. As it stands, Trippy has been absolutely impeccable at times. His decision-making has been on point. The big shots that he's had to hit, he's hit. And just remember, it's Trippy's performance in that Game 5 that sent them to this Grand Finals against this very same FaZe clan roster. FaZe, however, are going to get the Rockets, and Royal 2 is inside of that hill.
There was a Let's Go OpTic chant breaking out in the front row. However, OpTic find themselves 3 dead, now 2 dead still off of a great round of slays coming in from FaZe as they pick up the first kills. However, no points on the board just yet.
Frosty's hunting for Trippy at the moment, finally locates him. 2 dead here for OpTic, but 2 dead here for FaZe clan as well. FaZe spawning close to the hill. And Renegade trying to secure a kill for himself. He manages to do so. He buys so much time for the rest of FaZe now to get out of tram spawns and into a position to contest and support on this hill. Bulldog Stalker in his hands. Renegade is looking dangerous.
Look at how little time is on the board, and it's such a treat. As you said, these teams are playing for pure control. There's not mistakes being made. This is not scrappy Halo here in year 2. You can tell that these players are playing control-based Halo. They want to have the slaying control before they put the points on the board, and that's exactly what FaZe has begun to do off of this last run.
Really nice flank this coming in from Renegade. That's a killing spree for him, 5 without response. Steps inside of that hill for a second, just before he gets the opportunity to fire the Bulldog. His teammates clean that one up. 5-0 at the start of this game for Renegade, a much hotter start.
A much harder start, and I think it's the bounce back that Renegade and the entire FaZe roster needed. This first hill looks great. And if you're just joining us here, you might be wondering exactly how it's 2-1 in favor of OpTic Gaming with the way FaZe is opening up game number 4.
I mean, the Shroud screen is coming in Season 3, but looks like Renegade's not going to have a problem with that as he fires through the smokes with the Stalker rifle to pick up yet another kill. APG has got no shields inside of that hill. He has to back out. Trippy will be dealt with as well, and the sandbox is reigning supreme at the moment. And just to add injury to insult as far as that statement is concerned, here's a rocket launcher for Frosty.
Here he goes. He's going to pick up the first one. The first point is on the board for FaZe. It's another kill for Frosty. Great use of the rockets. He'll swap that out as well. Here comes the rotate from FaZe.
Perfect from FaZe. Not only do they win the first hill, they also rotate, and they have complete control for the second as well. So even though the King of the Hill stats tell us somewhat of a story, the Grand Finals is very, very different. All of a sudden, the things you've been working on can click, and it needs to right now for FaZe.
That's what you gotta love about these veteran players. Doesn't matter what their records might be coming in here. These are all Championship Sunday champion players. Renegade just behind him. Look at this. He's out of ammo, so he's got to go Bulldog here.
Oh!
Picks up the stick. What? Somehow finds it. Oh! And the first double kill as well.
Brilliant again from Renegade. Just patience, trigger, discipline, and then just a little bit of magic. It's pretty much what Renegade is about. He's 9-0. One more kill here.
Does he do it?
And the man's on a frenzy.
This is unheard of here. Let's see if he can pick up number 10.
Lucid, frenzy for Renegade!
Unbelievable. Finally, he's taken down, but based off that last play, I swear you could give Renegade a plastic fork on Streets and he would find a way to pick up a few kills as he does the job. No Stalker ammo, 1 sticky, and a Bulldog, and he still gets the frenzy.
APG challenging Frosty. Frosty gets the trade there, so 2 dead again for OpTic Gaming. But even off the back of this brilliance from Renegade, it's still a 1-point advantage. And FaZe, with the control they have, haven't really turned it into too much of a progression on this second hill.
That's right, OpTic has really answered back here, and I know we're getting excited about what we saw from the side of Renegade. By the way, and fantastic shots from Snakebite. Royal 2 now just going to try to make something happen on the dumpster, but really all eyes on bottom middle on Rockets.
Trippy sneaks him out though. Trippy knows. Trippy knows. There's a corner that's going to be held down. Snakebite manages to just deny that rocket pickup for a few seconds. 3v3 on the map, and it's just both teams laning and prioritizing that weapon right now, but Lucid's on a flank. And Lucid might get 2 here, and that's going to open the map up completely for OpTic to maybe think about making a grab on that rocket.
Question is if those rockets are still down bottom middle just outside their spawn. It looked like that was the case, and that really could determine. Here's Formal. We've seen this before. Formal with the rocket on Streets.
Is it going to be the same story, though?
No!
No, it's not. He gets 1. But is the damage enough here for OpTic to take advantage of? 2v2 on the map once more. Lucid picks up 1. Renegade's desperately trying to finish it off. In the end, just goes for the brute force way. Frosty in the back of the base versus APG. 1v1 either side of Tramp. Nades flying in from all over the place at the moment. But neither player goes down here. Man, the respect you see from these two teams at the moment. It's honestly such a pleasure to watch it.
It really is. You can tell, once again, this roster on FaZe was built to dismantle the OpTic Gaming roster, and you can tell that you likely have the best 8 players in the world on the stage here, facing off against one another. Still such a battle for this second hill.
APG still here. APG versus Frosty Part 2. Snakebite ruins that sequel. Comes in and picks up the kill himself, but FaZe, both players now trapped. Lucid tries to flank, but again, they prioritize that kill most importantly. But look what OpTic are doing while they're trapped here. They are scrapping up time. They are taking advantage, and now they're about 2/3 of the way through, maybe even 3/4 of capping this hill.
Looking at FaZe now, as you said, a lot of time to go still as OpTic looks to rally back, but Lucid pinching in here. And we'll see if OpTic can continue holding, but as we jump back over to the FaZe side, we'll get into a listen-in now with FaZe Clan.
Trash. Nice, man.
Rocks in 5, Rocks in 5.
Yeah, trash and shit.
Okay, they're staring rockets. Where's P1, guys? Up 5v1 it, and he'll guys be. Yo, on rockets right now.
One hit, formals, one hit, and C.
Right. All good.
We're gonna cap this. What's the deal with rockets? They have them?
They do.
Drive rockets! One hit. No, dude. 2B. Yeah, 2 going driver.
Help you, man. Help you. I got one. Yo, rocks are down. Vector on me weak. They're down easy. Watch out for APD. Watch out for APD.
I just want to see you guys.
Rocks are out.
He's Stalker staring at you, John. Staring at you.
I can shoot this guy. He goes back to me.
Yeah. He's weak tires.
We're still spawning.
There's 3 PD sides.
Take your time. We need to trap him in.
Yeah, I'm doing damage. Yeah, let's go.
Weak. 1 on 3. 2 weak. Nice, 2 dead.
Agent. I don't see anything else.
He went Chinese, I think.
Agent, dude.
Yeah, 2 agent.
APG one hit.
Yeah,
2 agent.
Wrap the map so we can contain them, okay?
Okay. That's PG needs help, guys.
I'm back to me now. Yeah, you just keep
in me?
I left
I'm here, PG. I'm here.
I'm back.
Yeah, I can maybe kill this guy here.
7 weak.
2 agent, both for half. Yeah, 2-1.
As we jump out, they listen in and back into the commentary booth. One thing that stood out for me there, it sounds a little bit frantic on the side of FaZe. There's a lot of individual plays being made. Nobody really saying, hey, come on, let's do this with me. Snakebite a little bit quiet in the comms as well. I think he needs to step up as the leader, be the clear voice of what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, it was interesting there. You saw Snakebite trying to go neons, but before he can even communicate it, OpTic sends 2 there. Finally, off of a lot of control from OpTic, FaZe will eventually regain control of back PD and back A, and they stop OpTic from scoring that 3rd point. We'll see if they can hold this down. Oh, nice shots from the captain.
Might clean up APG here as well. APG taking down to no shields, but Rocket's coming up as well. OpTic have control of mid-map. Former's gonna poke, he's gonna prod, and unfortunately, Snakebite gets taken down there, just didn't have the weapon to play with in order to finish off that kill.
Does all the damage he can, as you said, but needed all the help that he could get. APG picks up another one. That will be a free rocket grab. Gonna try to just wrap the corner, and he does. He stays alive and escapes back A. 2 dead and has a drop shield.
Yeah, really bad news this for FaZe, because OpTic are starting to really take control. They should be able to cap this hill. They've still got 2 rockets to work with, and we know how easy it is to transition from this hill to the next one on the Neon Street. So OpTic in a great position here. FaZe falling player after player at the moment, and APG hasn't even fired a rocket.
He hasn't, and it's scary because guess what? From the back cafe rotation, he has 2 rockets to clear out the street as well. This should be continued OpTic gaming control as long as they play this well, but look at the clock. 3 seconds left.
They say, FaZe, you gotta get in the hill, and I've got a rocket launcher.
I don't think it's over. Not again on streets now. We can, once again.
Still not over.
It feels like it every time.
Still not over, by the way.
Will be 0. FaZe is still on the hill. Still not over. Something about OpTic Gaming on streets king of the hill. Don't you dare count their chickens before they're hatched. 0 seconds. FaZe has to stay in, and it's 2 dead for OpTic Gaming. Wait.
It's 2 dead for
Not
OpTic.
again.
There is no way this is happening. There is no way this is about to happen.
Here he comes. 2 dead still for OpTic. Will it be 3 dead? Will it be 3 dead? It's going to be 4 dead! It's 4 dead! FaZe does it! They're going to get this hill! Not over yet at 0 seconds left! I can't believe it! Not again! They're tied 2-2, and that will be overtime. They jump in right away. The clock won't go. Okay, now if anyone steps out of this hill before a 3rd point is scored for either side, then the game will end. Let's see
It's
right
sudden
here.
death. Next point wins.
2 minutes on the clock. Next point wins. Unbelievable. 3 dead for FaZe Clan. 1v1 between Trippy and Royal 2.
3 dead for OpTic. On the other side as well. Trippy gets control of the weapons though. But OpTic, what are they gotta be thinking right now? We had 2 rockets. We had the game won.
FaZe.
And now they're 3 dead. 4 dead.
4 dead again. FaZe does the impossible. How FaZe Clan would this be for them at 0 seconds left to get back to back to back 4 deads to win this one here? They are still in the hill, they are still scoring, and still have the man advantage.
I'm not sure if this is a comedy or a tragedy at this point.
Here they come.
OpTic make the play. Frosty's still alive though. Manages to pick up 1 to even the numbers. 2 dead
3
for
dead.
OpTic Gaming. 3 dead for OpTic Gaming. And inside of the hill, again, is FaZe Clan. Trippy gets eliminated. And again, OpTic Gaming are 4 dead.
This is unbelievable, and they forced the tram spawns yet again. FaZe is still in control. They have 1:19 to get a few more rounds of slays before they jump on the hill, and it's 75% of the way done. However, it's 2 dead for FaZe. Look at the board. These next kills could decide it.
Frosty's trying to stay alive, not going to be able to do so. Had to pressurize the players inside a tramp. Renegade, he goes down as well. FaZe Clan lose 2. Numbers in favor of OpTic. They can make plays. They have the space here, and Lucid, he's looking for bodies at the moment. FaZe Clan not showing.
58 seconds left. OpTic is not stepping in just yet. And it's a pretty interesting decision. They need these kills first. Lucid gets it on Royal 2 and stays alive. That's big. However, 2 players for FaZe. They're in, and they're still scoring.
Frosty sticks Lucid. 2 players on the tram stairs, and Frosty is making the play here on them. Sneak behind enemy lines. Do they have any idea? Trippy, he'll be able to survive. Surely, Frosty takes him down though. That's the Stalker down. And Renegade still has the Bulldog.
30 seconds left here. 2 dead for FaZe. Renegade needs to hold down this Neons and stay alive as long as he can. Now 25 seconds left. We'll see if one team tries to step in and tries to win it.
Needs to get a round of kills here. If FaZe get a full round of kills, it's very doable. Formal's locking it down though. Frosty gets the first though. APG's making a play for the Rockets. The Rockets are now down. 2 dead for OpTic Gaming. Formal has to win this. He has to thrust away though, and the power weapon's going to Renegade. But unfortunately, all the Rocket connects with is concrete.
4 seconds left here. This could force another overtime. We'll see if anybody jumps in the hill just yet. 2 seconds left. Snakebite tries to get in. 3 dead. Frosty's your last player alive. 0 seconds on the clock. These 2 teams will
did we
tie.
just see?
In the end, it's unbelievable result. FaZe Clan somehow stays alive on that final hill on Neons. These 2 teams will tie. We will have a reset, and I believe will be the first to 2 off of the next round of overtime between these 2 teams.
You'll forgive me if I take a second just to kind of process what happened.
I think we got to go. Luckily, I think our team in the back has the replay ready to see exactly what happened there, and I think a lot of people in the room thought it might be over. 0 seconds on the clock from the cafe. FaZe jumps in. Take a look at this. 3 dead at the worst time. Formal can't get away. Back A either. Look how much time they needed to close this one out. And slay after slay, round after round, FaZe does it with 0 seconds on the clock.
I mean, talk about playing with your backs against the wall. That is just phenomenal from FaZe. Almost perfect from FaZe, but OpTic should win that game. 99 times out of 100. Even more than that. 0 seconds still on the clock. And I tell you what, the good news for OpTic is that FaZe didn't win that game right there. That they didn't win that bottom middle hill, because that might have crushed them.
It absolutely might have, and I even say
Certainly would have crushed me.
OpTic certainly didn't try to get any extra time at the end. If you might have noticed, it kind of felt like OpTic was ready for this game to just end in a tie because they needed to reset their mentals. And you can only imagine what it does to you when FaZe is not only tying the game with 0 seconds left on the clock, but also slaying you in what felt like 4 straight rounds of 3 or 4 dead. And if I'm OpTic Gaming, I'm thanking my lucky stars that that one ends in a tie, and you can bet that they were going to make sure that it did. Because like you said, there may be no road back if FaZe Clan won that one in the 2-minute overtime period. Instead, we will head to a reset here. It's a pretty rare occurrence to see an entire King of the Hill played out, then see a 2-minute overtime, and I think this is the first time, certainly for you and I, that we've headed to a double overtime in King of the Hill, and the double overtime rules are the first to 2 will win.
I mean, we've seen some of the craziest occurrences of Halo Infinite on that map, on that mode, and they've always involved OpTic.
And always Streets King.
Always Streets King. It's just, you know, the first event they won. You know, the Super, online. It was on that map, it was on that mode. The next one, Halo World Championships. Again, we thought it was done. Wait a minute, it's not done. And now, once again, OpTic probably think, we need to play Streets King of the Hill for 1 second longer, as a rule. Just play it for 1 second longer than we think we have to.
And as you said, Rockets in the back of Cafe. You think that that one was all done. They thought they had all the control. And look at that little smile there from Snakebite and Royal 2, the longtime duo. They've got to be feeling very good. And maybe that was the spark that they needed on their side of the stage.
FaZe needs to take advantage of this, though.
Yes.
They really do. Even though we're about to restart here, and just a reminder for everyone in the arena and everyone who's sat at home, it's double overtime, so it's the first to 2 hills will win this game. But if FaZe do all of that and then lose this overtime, they're 3-1 down in the series, and that's gonna hurt.
You're absolutely right. FaZe needs to capitalize here and now. They certainly have got under the skin of OpTic after that last result, holding on at 0 seconds with
here we go.
What felt like 12 kills. Now here we go, sudden death overtime, first to 2 to win this map.
OpTic won the opening break last time. I wonder if FaZe are going to be able to adapt. The answer is yes, because they're all dying very, very quickly. Lucid, the last alive with the Stalker, just gets out of there. Tries to survive, but he gets dealt with now. The Rockets are in the hands of FaZe, and they are not letting the momentum they picked up out of their hands. Royal 2's challenging Trippy with barely any shields. He wants to put him in the death screen. He does!
Even Spike grenades himself for some extra style points. And as you said, FaZe won the opening hill so convincingly in our first round. And they're doing it again here as they put already 50% of the points on the board.
50% of the way there. Almost 50% of the way to winning this game if they lock down this first hill as well. Frosty's got that Stalker. Renegade's got the Bulldog. Lucid's got the death screen to look at, and Formal's gonna join him! All dead for OpTic Gaming, and FaZe Clan are more than likely about to close out this first hill.
Question was, can they ride that same momentum? And they've done exactly that. And they already have the rotate done. Everyone is already at Tram. They already have C-Balk, and they have the Stalker rifle. This could spell disaster for OpTic Gaming.
OpTic can't get up the map at the moment. Snakebite's just holding them back with a Sentinel beam. Frosty picks up the first kill as well, and look at Frosty. He's just walking up mid-map at the moment. He doesn't care. He wants to really put the pain onto OpTic Gaming, saying, you should have won that. 0 seconds is enough for us to be brilliant. It's enough time for us to make a comeback, and they're 50% away from winning this game now.
That was not just 3 dead, that was 4 dead. Trippy was your first spawner. They're all spawning PD, and they're split right now between Cafe and PD. This might be over right here, right now.
Done.
It's over.
It's
gonna be done.
Maybe it's not over. We should know better than that, Andy.
True,
we should know much, much better than that after what we just seen.
No, this time it's really over.
FaZe Clan win the game with the most miraculous, incredible, and quite frankly ridiculous comeback